What's up, YouTube? This is El Capitan for Love Movies Hella, and I will be giving you my thoughts on the movie Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Let me tell you my thoughts. First of all, I have a bias. I have to be honest about that because after watching Return of the Jedi as a kid, I always assumed that they would be making another movie, a sequel, a whole lot quicker than they did. I don't see what the point was waiting around until, the key players, I don't know their real names, Luke and Harrison Ford. Well, I know his name, and Carrie Fisher, I know her name. Until they got old and decrepit, and then like, hey, let's make another movie, because you had a whole bunch of time to make it when they was still fresh and young. So I kind of had a bias to it because I thought I had my own thoughts for the movies. Like, I had my own story, and when I saw that they didn't, my story and their story was completely different, it kind of made me feel some sort of way. Like, I pictured like Han leaving Leia because Chewie died, and Chewie had land, and Chewie had kids, and he wanted to, he was like a farmer. He wanted to farm the land and be there so Chewie's kids would have a place to, live and call their own. And so Han left, leaving behind, Han Jr. and Leia, and them, seeing each other in the movie and talking, and she'd be like, "You never should have left me." And he was like, "I had to leave. Chewie died." And she'd be like, "Well, you could have just told me. I would have followed you to the end of the earth." It was hard on me. I couldn't take it. I didn't want to be around anyone. And he'd be like, and plus, and Han will be like, "And how dare you have a child with my friend / enemy, Billy D. Williams? He must have brought you some Colt 45 or something." Nah, he wouldn't say that. But, she like, "Well, he came around when you were gone, and he was here for me and Han Jr. He was the stableness that I wanted in you." And, they got married. They had a kid. They're married. They have a kid. Maybe that could have been Finn. And do we kill off Billy D. Williams in the movie? Yeah, we killed off Billy D. somewhere in the movie. And this is another thing. Even though Chewie died, Han is kicking it with Chewie's son. So we can have, being that it's Chewie, and Chewie only talk, he only talk like that, and his son will be able to do the same thing. It ain't gonna bother us. One, if we can even make him a little different. We can make the son shorter or skinnier or buffer. I don't know. We can change it up because he don't really communicate anyway. So that's a chance to change Chewie up. Or it could be exactly like him and you wouldn't know the difference because he's making those same type of noises. So, yeah, we could change Chewie up. Billy D will die. And then Leia would be a a Jedi. She would be training her kids, Billy D and Han Jr., and then Luke would have, gang of kids, maybe at the most three or four, and he's training them, and he trained Leia. I don't understand how the new bad guys got the old bad guys equipment and ships and everything. I'm assuming, I think it was the Old Republic who they were fighting in the Return of the Jedi. If they weren't all destroyed, if they were arrested, how the hell did the new people, the new bad guys in The Force Awakens get their stuff? I don't get it. We see the first shot of Kylo Ren walking onto the scene. Somebody shoot a laser at him, and he stops it. Laser in midair, and it's still, vibrating like it's ready to go. It's still ready to go. He have a full-on conversation. No problems stopping a laser beam. And I think that laser was from a spaceship, so it's a big laser streak. I don't even think they shot it from a gun. Has full-on conversation. He walks away and gets pretty far. He's actually in the ship and is flying off when the laser shoots the thing. Now, you can't have that in the movie. You can't put that in the movie, because what that says is he more powerful than every freaking Jedi ever lived. Because nobody else could do that for that long without struggling. Remember Yoda picking up that freaking thing in the prequels? Well, y'all probably don't even like the prequels, so y'all probably don't count that. But when Anakin got his arm cut off by Dooku and Yoda show up, and Dooku dropped that big old concrete thing on them, and Yoda got to struggle and clench his booty hole and everything, try and get that cement block from hitting him. So if he got to struggle, how the hell did Kylo Ren have no problem? So I didn't like that. They got Finn. He's the black guy. That's the second black guy in the Star Wars. Is it the second? Is there another guy? Oh, okay. It was Samuel L. Jackson. So, yeah, Finn is like the third black guy. I don't like the beginning of him. He's breathing and sweating so hard. Did they have to add that? I know he was scared, but the breathing and the sweating was just ridiculous in the beginning. Even though y'all did give him a leather jacket to wear in the freaking summer heat, look like on that planet. Desert heat. But back to Kylo Ren. I like Kylo Ren. I like the look of him, what he was wearing. He even had a cool walk. He walked like his feet hurt. I like Kylo Ren up until he pulled that helmet off. Then it was like, who is this dork? This is the dude who was cool? Who stopped the laser? I was like, nah, this can't be the dude. This must be an imposter. It was like, why is even... I guess he's wearing it to be, he's jocking his grandfather, but it should have been some sort of scars or something. You don't just have no clean face, and he looked like 17. You don't have no freaking clean face. It should have been something there. Missing an eye or something. And then Ray, we got Ray, the star. Which I'm glad to see that they put a pretty white woman in the picture. I don't know what's going on with Hollywood. Hollywood, they don't like putting pretty white women in a lot of stuff. A lot of these females, it's like, man, it ain't too many fine ones. What's going on? So anyway, she fights off Kylo Ren with the Force mentally. I guess she could do that because, she could feel that Kylo Ren, and plus he got his hand in her face, is trying to do something with her mind. I guess she could fight that and clench her booty up and clench her stomach and be like, I guess you could mentally fight that. But the thing with the guard, where he got her to unlock her and give him the phaser, freaking email address. Come on now. How would she know how to do that? How? She wouldn't know. Because when you do that, it makes it seem like, well, why the hell did Luke have to train? Why did Anakin had to cut his hair hella short and had a freaking braid by the ear? Why did he have to go through that type of training? If you could just, do it and not know nothing. And you could say, okay, well, the Force helped her do that. Well, if the Force helped her, why didn't it help Yoda or Luke or anybody? Then Kylo kills his father, kills old Han. And then Kylo Ren taps into his inner Jason because Rey and Finn was on ground level and Kylo was at least 2 or 3 floors down underground from where they're at, but managed to beat them outside and in the woods. How the hell does he do that? So I think he got a new force there. He got force traveling. Beating on himself, I don't know how that stopped the blood. It's like the force band-aid. So I think he got a new force there. He got force traveling. What else I didn't like? The lightsabers was cool. The lightsabers, I think, were the best in any movie. When they were in the stone, when Kylo Ren and Finn and Rey were fighting, and the lightsabers was when they was hitting and sparks and stuff was flying off. And oh, Rey, she looked so good under lightsaber light. She was so pretty. Yeah, so I like the lightsabers. That was cool. Nice little sparks shooting off. So they're fighting. Finn, he got his back all sliced up. Kylo asked Rey. Well, he said to Rey, I could train you. She's real close to the edge, right? And they doing that thing where their swords is pushed up against each other that they do in every movie, which is not a good tactical way of fighting anybody. You guys got your sword pushed up next to each other. You could do what they did in what was that? what was that Quentin Tarantino movie with the girl in the jumpsuit where they did that Kill Bill and she just plucked her eye out. You don't do that stupid stuff. But she was right next to the edge of the thing. She near the edge of the freaking instant cliff that was formed, and he was like, I could train you. And she closed her eyes and was trying to use the force or whatever. And I would have been like, okay, well, I guess that means no. And, used the force and pushed her back and pushed her into the cliff. But no, Kylo Ren and was mesmerized by the beauty, I guess. So what I'm gonna do on this show is, as far as my rating system, it's not gonna be whether it's good or it's bad or I recommend you see it or not. What I'm gonna do is, my rating system is it classic or is it not classic? Classic meaning you could watch it over and over and over again. Even if you just saw it, if it come on the next day, midnight, and you got to go to work, you're going to look at it, at least for a while before you pass out. So, that's my rating. Is it classic or not classic? And it is not a classic. Baby, 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 oh, this sucks. Baby, 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 oh, this sucks. I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. But, I got a bias because I wanted it to go a completely different way. So, everybody, all two of y'all, please subscribe. I'm going to try and make some more videos. But before I go into that, I just want to give some shout outs to the people who inspired me to even do this. So I would like to say Cinema Sins, that channel. That channel helped me understand the word cliche. Now, I always knew what cliche was just by watching movies, but Cinema Sins let me know that there was a word that described the stuff in movies that I always hated. I want to give a shout out to TV Sins. TV Sins. I wonder if TV Sins and Cinema Sins are connected in any way. I seriously doubt it, but because one of them has an English accent, but I don't know. Double Toasted. I like Double Toasted. They talk about movies and video games. I like their panel. Very funny dudes. Bandit Incorporated. Bandit, I like his idea for movies, superhero movies, Star Wars movies. And he also has, I think it's called Movie Mania podcast, where he's with two other guys and they talk about movies and do a lot of laughing. Weekly Planet. I like Weekly Planet too. They break down movies, give you movie news and everything. They do a lot of laughing too. I wonder who laughs the most, Bandit in them or Weekly Planet. I like Tiger Bellies with Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's very funny comedian. And he, along with his sidekicks, just basically say funny things. Bobby's very free. He could say anything, Black people ain't that free. We can't do no coon stuff. He be talking about jungle Asians and everything. Like, how the hell he get away with that? But, I wouldn't want to do that anyway. No coon in here. Anyway, Cinefix, I like them because they take the book and they break it down well, they take the book and then they take the movie and they tell you the difference, what the book had in it that the movie didn't, and vice versa. I like The Breakfast Club. Well, The Breakfast Club really didn't inspire me to do this podcast or whatever, or review, but it definitely something I watch all the time. It's pretty funny.